I'll go ahead and try to get started, see if we can get the overhead going in a moment. So obviously my audience is theme developers, benefits end users of course, but this part of the presentation is geared toward developers. As I mentioned, I'm going to be talking about the changes in WordPress 3.4 to custom header and custom background features, as well as the introduction of a new feature, the theme customizer. So let's get into custom backgrounds. The old method used the function add custom background. If you're all familiar with that, very easy to drop it into your whatever your theme setup function that you've got hooked into a callback in functions.php. Well, that function was deprecated in 3.4 in favor of the add theme support function with the custom background parameter passed to it. So the feature parity implementation in 3.4 is really simple. You just replace add custom background with add theme support custom background, and it works exactly the same as it did in versions prior to 3.4. Now the advantage of the new method is it comes with a defaults array. So now you can pass defaults to your custom backgrounds. You can define custom background image, custom background color. You can define callbacks for the custom background, just like you could define for custom headers. Has anyone used that yet? Has anyone adopted that? Okay. For theme developers, do any of you use the theme check plugin when you're in development or when you're debugging your theme, preparing for release? You should notice, if you use the theme check plugin, you should notice that it will flag add custom background as being deprecated. So hopefully you'll notice that and you'll adopt the new method. While he's playing, I'll move on to custom headers. I'll go back, if we can get this up, I'll show you the code when we get up and going again. If you have any questions, feel free to ask or hold them to the end, whichever you prefer. So with custom headers, the old add custom image header function that has likewise been deprecated in favor of the add theme support function. Core is kind of moving in that way for a lot of theme-related functionality using that add theme support function. So these two features fall underneath that, and just replace it with, as you probably guess, add theme support custom header. And you also have
Repository for Linux.
I've used it
awesome. So it also has an array for defaults. Now what's nice about the custom headers is you're already used to everything that would get passed to the defaults array. Because when in the previous implementation, you define about 6 or 7 constants along with that add custom image header. All those constants are now rolled into the defaults array. And there's an additional one, which I'm not going to get into today, that allows those headers to be flexible. So you have feature parity with defined width and height for your header. But you can also use different parameters for that defaults array and make those header images flexible. And I'll show you the equivalent constant to defaults array parameter once we get this up and going.
You care if I restart it? See if it picks it up.
Go right ahead. Okay, any questions so far? Awesome. So the feature that I really wanted to focus on is more the theme customizer. How many are familiar with the theme customizer? A few people have looked at it. If you pop up an instance of 2011, you go to the dashboard appearance page, click customize, you can see what the theme customizer looks like. It's basically a real-time customizer for the theme that steps through all of the theme options and uses scripting to update them real time in the preview pane. Basically, you can test run all the theme options before applying them. It's a really, I think a really super cool feature that was added in 3.4. And you can leverage it for your themes. And bless you. Thank you. Yep. All right. So the best part about 10 a.m. presentations is now you can see the code. I will. While we're waiting, how many here are local to St. Louis? Pretty much everybody. Anybody travel from outside the area? How far away?
Nashville.
Nashville? Oh, you're the Nashville group. Awesome. Welcome to St. Louis.
We're notorious. Ever since Joe Rivers played,
Well,
it was all the thing.
it's all in the
Oh,
communication. It's just like, yeah, I would never get more. I've been doing some for way shorter periods now.
right. He just takes the Ethernet port and plugs it into
Exactly.
his artery, yeah. Yeah.
For those of you who haven't seen the theme customizer, would you like me to show that to you real quick?
Yeah.
Awesome. Okay. Sorry. Is there a
Yeah, there's
username and password for
Wi-Fi here.
It's public. Oh, awesome.
You guys just want to say?
Alright, so here's 2011. I'm gonna activate it and customize. So this is what the theme customizer looks like. So some of these, most of these will be in any theme. The site title, the site description are exposed. If I change that, the updates real time, right? So that's pretty slick. You can adjust the background images, the header images. You can even apply navigation menus if you define them. It'll update it real time, right? And the static front page. So all of those are available to define. But your theme can also add its own options. So here's 2011's, one of their options is a light color scheme versus a dark color scheme. Select dark, updates real time. That's a pretty handy feature, right? And users, I think, are going to get a lot out of this, and so it's kind of a win-win for everybody. So this is really why I wanted to talk about how you integrate this theme customizer into your own themes. So let me get back here. Here we go. Everyone good on these? There's the old method, there's the new method. Here are the defaults. If you want to set some defaults, there's the parameter for the default image, for the default color, and of course all the callbacks that were added to the default background. Custom header, again, much the same way. I'm sure you're familiar with stepping through all of these constants. You find the header image with the height, find no header text, the header text color, and then you call add theme support and add your callbacks. There we go. So the new method, add theme support custom header with an array. And there's your default image, header text, the color, width, height. You can set it to rotate randomly now, which I don't remember if that was exposed before or not. I don't believe it was. And then of course all of your callbacks. So here are the equivalents. Do you see everything's the same? If you want feature parity from pre 3.4 to 3.4, just change all of these constants and these callbacks to the array parameters there. Now back onto the theme customizer. And here's one that I didn't mention, but I know there are some theme developers out there toying with this. Because you can expose all of your themes options right in the theme customizer, you may opt to get rid of your theme admin page entirely. It's honestly more useful to have your users configure your settings in the theme customizer where they can see what it looks like real time when they update it, and it just really makes the theme's admin page redundant.
So that would apply to the home page. You have custom functions for turning things on and off.
Right. I can show you that in my theme. It's got an example option to put the menu above the header or below the header. So that's exposed in the theme customizer. You change the setting, they see it real time move. So first things first, you're gonna hook into customize register. That's the action hook that all the magic happens. So you find your callback. This is my callback is Enology Register Theme Customizer. And all this is pretty straightforward so far, right? You've got a hook and a callback. So what goes inside the callback? Because obviously that's the whole crux of this feature. The first thing you're going to do is define a section, the theme customizer. If you notice, and I will go back over there. You notice this has sections. You've got a section for site tagline, title and tagline, colors, land, etc. Those are sections of the tab. So you need to define a section for your theme options to appear in. Suppose if it were relevant to go in one of the pre-existing tabs, you could use one of those and not define your own. More than likely, you're going to be finding your own themes settings tab or section for this tab.